My name is Jenee Gonzales, and I live in San Antonio, Texas. I am an alum of St. Mary's University, and I'm also a Lay Marianist. I grew up in the shadows of St. Mary's University. I guess my first experience probably wasn't until I visited St. Mary's for Sleeping Bag Weekend. One thing also that connects me to the Marianist family is I'm also a former employee of the Marianist province. And one of the things that I was required to do my first year was to take a course through NACMS to learn more about the Marianist. So it really helped form me in the Marianist charism. I thought you think you know when you're at St. Mary's, but I really didn't know what I didn't know until I had the opportunity to go through your formation. And then when I was asked if I wanted to continue beyond that expected year, I said yes. I wanted more. And so that's kind of what I felt like when I saw the opportunity to be in the reading group with the Companions of Adele. I said, oh, I definitely want to be involved in this. I'm in a few reading clubs, so this was just right up the alley. And I was always just very attracted to Adele and her life and what she did in passing so young.
Can you say a little bit about what your experience was like? How was it beneficial for you?
Yeah. Well, first of all, the title is amazing. Companions of Adele, right? You know that this woman couldn't have done it all on her own, right? So I was really excited to learn about her contemporaries and what life was like for them. I think what I realized was we're more alike than I thought, like myself with some of those companions. Of course, I have a lot of luxuries and privileges now versus what they experienced, but their resilience, their perseverance, the adversities they overcame, those are some of the highlights that I really enjoyed reading about the women in Adele's life. And just also kind of like their connection with Father Chaminade and what kind of relationships they might have had with him and what he was like with these women in his life. I appreciated the fact that we had different facilitators each time, because it's always nice to see how different people take something and choose to facilitate a conversation around it. I think what I enjoyed the most was continuing to meet others in the Marianist family, but also meet somebody that was outside of the Marianist family that was just drawn to the Marianist charism. And I think that's something that we're continuously called to do, is to bring others in, not to be just so insular. It was just nice to be in conversation with everybody, to share space. It was like something that I looked forward to, and then I was dealing with my mom, not with her health. And even on top of all that, it was like, no, I need this. Like, I need to be in this space because it's actually going to help with the stress and anxiety I was feeling at the time. And sure enough, it did. I really enjoyed reading a book written by a Marianist that I knew about. I didn't know Father Joe very well, but I that is pretty cool too. When you read something with a Marianist you either know about or a Marianist you personally know. So that's another kind of positive, exciting experience, is just to read something that they've worked so hard on.
I'm curious, were there ways that this program impacted your own understanding and embodiment of the Marianist charism?
Yeah, I think for the other part that I've continued to work on as I've gotten older is how to be a good follower too. So I think as I was reading through the different companions, learning about how they had to be good followers as well, and do things for the common good of the order and the women and the individuals that they served. So that was something that also resonated with me, is I didn't really learn that until later in life, until my 40s, that it's okay to just be a follower. I think growing up as the oldest child, and I'm 7 years older than my brother, it's just the two of us, but my mom's single parent, and oftentimes I was like the caregiver for him. And so I've always been put in the role of like having to take care of others, which is why the leadership role just feels so comfortable. But it's nice to be in a place where you can follow another person that wants to do that for you. And then how you can contribute in taking care of others based off of that person's expectations versus you being the one with the expectations.
Why would you recommend someone participate in a reading group here at NACMS?
Yeah, I think I would recommend a reading group with NACMS for anybody that's just interested in learning more about the Marianist family, people that have contributed to the Marianist family, connecting with other individuals, whether they are part of the Marianist family or not. There's just a serene, peace, calming feeling that I get, and I feel like others could get when they're sharing the same space, and just continue to grow and learn more about the Marianist charism.